Hi, this is Soft Cell Video Productions, and I'm your host, John, the Answer Man. In this episode, you're going to learn how to grout your newly tiled floor. For starters, always use sanded grout. They hold up better and are less likely to crack, and you can go with wider grout lines. My first recommendation is to use a color that is slightly or even significantly darker than the tile you are using. The reason is that despite your best efforts, dirt is going to darken your grout lines as time goes on. Your first decision is to use Admix or not. If you use Admix, your grout is going to be hard as a rock, but will not absorb the final sealant as well. My recommendation is to use a little Admix, perhaps 10%, for added hardness, and your grout will still absorb a couple of coats of sealant. Before you start, you want 2 5-gallon buckets of clean water, several sponges, knee pads, and rubber gloves. Grout will leave your fingertips bloody after a couple days of work. Now, mix your grout in small batches, no more than 2 gallons at a time, and stir frequently. Start at one corner and do a grid search pattern of application. When you mix your grout, make it about the same consistency as pancake batter. You want it to float into every little crevice by pushing really hard on the rubber grout trowel. You will squeeze a good portion of the water out and make a super strong grout line. Now listen up, because this is important. First of all, fill your grout lines just about 1/32 of an inch below the surface of the tile. You do not want any low spots. Here is another tip. Do a complete cleanup after each square or 4 tile grout lines. Use the first bucket of water for the rough stuff and the second bucket of water to make sure all the admix is off the floor or any invisible adhesive already mixed with the grout. In the long run, it will cut your time in half. Let your grout dry overnight, but don't wait any longer than that to apply a coat of grout sealant. I strongly recommend a water-based sealant. After 2 hours, apply a second coat of grout sealant. And let me remind you here to clean as you go. Once your grout lines are sealed, you can, at your own discretion, apply a tile sealant, but I do not recommend it. It looks good at first, but tends to attract dirt and make the tile more slippery. However, if you're using a travertine tile or something semi-porous, you're going to have to seal it, no way around it. Okay, it's been a minimum of 4 days now, and you probably feel like you've been stepped on by an elephant. But you should have a floor that looks just like it came out of a fashion magazine. Once again, thanks for watching, and have a great day.